I love the combination of milk and honey. I really actually do love it. Interestingly, the land of Israel is called a land flowing in milk and honey. But why? I want to find out more. I want to see it in action. That's good. All right, we're on the road in search of an answer to our question, which is, why is the land of Israel called the land flowing with milk and honey? We're going to be heading out to a farm now. Maybe we'll get a few answers. Ladies, how are you? You looking great. Who does your hair? You're in such a nice girl. Don't get upset. Don't get upset. Don't get upset. You can just feel it. Land of milk and honey. It's right here. I'm about to milk some cows. I'm feeling a little bit nervous about it, frankly. It's not something that I feel like totally comfortable doing it, but I'm going to do it. Ben, go ahead. I'm in your hands.
So you press the green button.
Press the green button.
Switch it, bring it that way, and now you place one on each.
Okay.
So that one goes on the back.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got the other two.
You got the other two. Okay.
And then you bring the bar down.
Bring the bar down. Grab these guys. Boom.
That's it.
Boom.
And then 350 more times.
350 more times. I want to ask you, what do you think it means when the Bible says, the Torah says, the land of milk and honey? What does that mean? What does that phrase mean to you?
Land full of goodness, I reckon.
Land full of goodness. And do you feel it?
A lot of goodness.
A lot of goodness, huh?
Yeah. It's great.
Why is the land of Israel called land of milk and honey? Da'atech, what do you think?
יש בה את הדבש והחלב הכי טובים בעולם.
It's got the best milk and honey. That's what she says. There you go. Tzvi, land of milk and honey. Do you feel it? Do you feel it when you're doing this work?
Yeah, I know that it is written that it's a land of milk and honey, and I think this is the most milk that we've seen in the history since the creation of the world, you know? So I'm very happy to be a part of it.
From the Jewish farm, the milk goes direct to the bottling plant, where it is pasteurized and bottled hygienically.
Wow. I'm going to try. This is goat's milk. Oh, goat's milk shoko. He says he's got to mix it first, got to shake it.
It's got shoko on the bottom. There's no more shoko on the bottom.
Goat's milk, chocolate. Oh, ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהכל נהיה בדברו. That's good. That is really, really good. Your wife gave me some dates. I want to make a bracha on them, okay?
בורא פרי העץ.
That's it. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם בורא פרי העץ.
Amen.
Just makes me feel it.
This is from Bet Shan Valley.
All right, I just showed up at this date field in the Jordan Valley, and there are huge, majestic trees behind me, some of them up to 70 years old. Now, there's some disagreement whether the land of milk and honey is referring to bees' honey or date honey. Okay, I'm here with David. He's one of the people that tend to this beautiful, huge, and majestic, that's the word I'm using here, majestic date farm, this date grove. David, tell me a little bit about these dates.
The earth here really supports, very well the growth of this fruit tree.
It might be a strange thing I'm saying, but these dates are somehow like Holocaust survivors to me, like as though we're being reborn in our land. And here they come out of the ground, out of the earth, the Jewish children reborn in the land of Israel. There's something so fertile, so alive, so back. We're here with Shlomi, and we're on a beautiful community in the middle of the Sumerian desert, basically almost in the Jordan Valley, right? Jordan Valley, and it's called Roi, and it's really a beautiful, magnificent place. Now, one of the things that you do is you grow olives,
grapes, and
bees. Okay, so the queen bee lays eggs into this beautiful little marachet, this system here.
Yes.
Then they start to hatch.
Yes.
Okay, when they hatch, they want to eat.
When they hatch, they want to eat. Then they eat around or flowers or
pollen
or את הדבש שיש מסביב.
or the honey that's around them. So there's honey around them, and then they start to eat it a little bit.
You can make a picture for me, then it's open without anything on me. אני אתן לכם לטעום, אתם תראו את ההבדל בין דבש רגיל שאתם מכירים לבין הדבש שפה אתם תאכלו.
So we're going to taste a little bit of Shlomi's honey, and he says it's going to blow your mind.
Palestine milk and honey for the making of candy. These factories, a small part of the steadily expanding industry of Palestine, are only an index of the tremendous possibilities which are created by bringing together the Jewish people and the Jewish homeland.
Well, we've seen some beautiful things, and as I stand here in the bosom of Eretz Yisrael, I'm thinking about what we saw, and I'm especially thinking about those honeybees. You know, those bees produce honey so that they could lay their larvae into those honeycombs, and then when the larvae hatch, they eat from that honey, they grow up to be big bees. That's nice. But you know what? That changes my frame of thinking about what honey is. Honey's not just a sweet snack, it's also like a womb. It's like something that grows those little larvae bees. And if honey is the womb, well, that makes perfect sense with milk, because milk is mother's milk. Together, land of milk and honey could mean land of feminine fertility, land that grows us, land that makes us be big and strong, land that's our motherland, land that welcomes us in and embraces us. So, is Israel really a land flowing with milk and honey in terms of fertility and the growth of the Jewish people? Let's take a look.
This is the land of milk and honey. This is the land of sun and song. And this is a world of good and plenty, humble and proud and young and strong. And this is the place where the hopes of the homeless and the dreams of the lost combine. This is the land that heaven blessed, and this lovely land is mine. This is the land of milk and honey. This is the land of sun and song. And this is the world of good and plenty, humble and proud of young and strong. And this is the place where the hopes of
I am in the Shaarei Tzedek Hospital in Jerusalem, and I'm holding my brand new baby son, Mazal Tov.
I have a baby and he's gonna grow up soon. But he's very, very cute. And he's very sweet.
Dr. Gal, Israel is a leader in fertility medicine.
Right. We have a lot of fertility activities in Israel. I think we are the most, we have the higher number of IVF units per capita or per square kilometers, if you can say, comparable with other parts in the world. It's because first we love children here, and second I think because we are supported by the government to have a lot of fertility treatments.
And you also deliver many of those children.
Right. I mean, this is a kind of, for us, those who are working here, for us it's like, closing a circle. You start with a gamete, with an egg and a sperm, and then you can continue to follow up the pregnancy, and many times you also deliver them. It's really a good feeling of concluding a circle.
This term, land of milk and honey, is also there to say that this is the land of fertility, land that gives birth to its children.
Yes, it's logic. I mean, this is the meaning of if everything is fruitful and the land is fruitful, and then you also have results, more babies and more how do you say it in agricultural?
More yields,
yes,
more fruits.
Right.
The land of milk and honey is literally a land of milk and honey. We have a lot of milk production, a lot of honey production. But the real production is the return of the Jewish people to the land of Israel, the rebirth of the Jewish people in the land of Israel. That's the real land of milk and honey. So the land of Israel isn't called a land of milk and honey. It is a land of milk and honey. It's just abundant. It's abundant in different kinds of fruits, culinary options, but especially in different kinds of Jews who have all come back home to the homeland. Here it is, a land flowing with milk and honey.
I want to be in the land of milk and honey. All the flowers are blooming and the trees are green, and I got to be where people are nice and no one is ever mean. In the land of milk and honey, that's where I want to be. In the land of milk and honey.
A land of milk and honey!